So we're with Bruce Nicol, the Reverend Bruce Nicol, aka the Roving Rev. He's just done an amazing walk. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it, Bruce?
Certainly. I walked from Camberley to Holy Island, that's Lindisfarne. For those who don't know, it's on the top right hand, just underneath Berwick.
Right, and what's the significance of Lindisfarne? Why walk there and not walk somewhere else, like Land's End to John O'Groats, for instance?
Well, I'm a member of a community of Aidan and Hilda, and Aidan and Hilda were early Celtic saints in the 500s and 600s AD.
Right.
And Aidan made his mission base Lindisfarne, and from there he evangelised Northumbria and the whole of northern England. And many people think he should be the patron saint, because we know he existed,
right, and
he really lived in this country.
Okay, and what is the purpose of the walk? Why have you done it?
Well, partly it's because I love pilgrimage. It's good to walk, actually.
Right. Yeah.
Partly it was to raise money and to talk about Connect Christian Counselling Service, who are based here in Camberley, and partly also, and the other half was the St Michael's Renewal Fund.
Right.
And as a church, we're doing as much as we can to serve the community. One of the things we have is a lovely Victorian building, which is perfectly set up for the needs of the 1880s.
Right.
Really. And we want to bring it into the 21st century. So we have a lovely hall, but it only seats 40 people.
Okay.
And so when we want to say, come and use our hall, we'd love to make it available to community groups for free. So for a committee meeting, we'll let you use the hall. But if you want to hold a meeting with 100 people, we can't really accommodate you, although we can put you in the church.
Right.
But then if you are a community group such as an orchestra, a band or whatever, well, they say, oh, the pews, they're in the way. So we want a building which is flexible,
okay,
and is safe and is welcoming. At the same time, the designs we have mean it will continue to be beautiful and respect the heritage of the building.
Right, which is obviously very important.
To me, it's greatly important.
Yeah.
As you walk up and down the A30, there are so few heritage buildings left. We've lost the Duke of York, we've lost the cinema, was Robbins before the Odeon. Basically, there's the White Elephant, there's the front of Derrickhorn Court, there's the school opposite, and us.
Right.
And we will fight to keep this building going, but it must be a building which we can use today. It's not a museum piece. It's got to be a building which inspires and draws people in.
And there's also, we were talking about heritage, there's an incredible amount of heritage in the graveyard there. There's some quite interesting people that have been buried in the graveyard there.
Absolutely.
Some VCs, for instance.
Two Victoria Crosses,
yeah,
that's right. And of course, I mean, the famous one is grave number 1, John Stallwood, who tells the story of why Camberley is here. Right. He was a cordwainer. He made fancy boots for the cadets, and he moved to Camberley, Yorktown as it then was, in 1812, okay, when they opened the academy. And he happened to be the first person to die in June 1851. Just after the church was opened. Right,
right. Now, what can the community do to get behind you and help this project?
To do everything we want to do for the building is a vast amount of money. So, I mean,
well, how much are we talking?
The estimate we've had is 2.6 million.
That's a lot of money.
To do everything.
Right.
And when we first started this project, we knew there was a recession coming. We thought, well, by the time we have our plans drawn, we'll be going up out of the... But I think a lot of people have had to rethink their plans. In terms of timescale, this will take us a while, but we're in it for the long haul. This building has been here for 170 years. It will outlive us.
Yes.
We're doing something, a once-in-a-generation thing, to bless the people of Camberley and provide this facility, especially on the west side of Camberley, where we are. There are not very many community buildings. In fact, I can't think of any others.
Right.
Apart from, well, obviously our friends at the Baptist Church, our friends of Crossroads, but there's not a lot of big buildings which are available for the community to use, especially since we lost the British Legion.
Right. So there's a lot of community benefit. That's a great reason for the community to get behind this. We'll put some information on the website about how they can do that.
And the thing is, the number of people who say, oh, we've seen the spire, we've never been in there, is it difficult to get to? And of course it's not, especially if you're driving, and most people do drive almost everywhere now. Yeah. And we've got a lot of car parking. So almost any event you wanted to put on, you could host it there. And we are a worship and community centre with good parking on the edge of town.
Excellent. Well, listen, Bruce, well done. Fantastic achievement. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of other things that you're going to be doing coming up as well, because that's a lot of money. So
Yes.
We've still got a lot of work to do.
Well, if a lot of people each gave a small amount of money,
Yeah.
it would make it easier to achieve. And,
Right.
you know,
Brilliant.
thank you, Paul, for all you're doing as well. Bless you, mate.
Take care. Cheers.